All right, here we go. Of course, now do you want out of the room? Cats. You'll be all right. So, welcome to the stream. This is the first in a series I've never tried, and something that I'm very nervous to do. So I'm sure you can actually see my face is red. And yeah, I'm excited. So we're going to be learning Esperanto, and I have a bit of a background, but not much. So let me turn this off. I got to hear myself less. Okay, so I have a history with Esperanto because I started learning it a couple of years ago when Duolingo first went live with their beta testing. And so I was part of the Facebook groups, and I was active in the discussions, and I really enjoyed learning the language because I felt like it gave me bits and pieces of other languages that I had learned in the past. You know, I'd done a little bit of Spanish, I'd done a little bit of French, but not enough for it to be useful and not enough to retain anything. And so this was something that I could do for 10 minutes a day or 15 minutes a day and make progression. But the community that I found was really awesome because they have kind of this love of like wanderlust, you know what I mean? Which was something that was really important to me. And oh, pardon me, I can't see my chat over here. That's not right. Da, 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 da. No? It's always this way, right? So the thing I found in the in the Esperanto group was that they're all very culture bound. They have this culture of knowledge sharing, of correcting each other politely, of critiquing each other constructively, and these were all things that I really, really loved about it. So I wanted to bring that to another community that I loved, and that was Twitch, right? What's going on here? Because Twitch has been an important part too. You know, I don't think people realize how much lurkers actually like. My family spends a lot of time. We spend a lot of time lurking. What the hell is going on? Sorry, that's a lot of dead air. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Where's my stuff? There we go. All right, everything's right. So, so we're gonna be picking up this language. Now, Esperanto is something that's pretty easy for you to learn. You can follow along here. You can also follow along at Duolingo. Duolingo is a hi, Manga. Hi, baby. He's also watching. Watching Mom on Twitch. So it's going to be easy to learn. There's going to be a lot of words that sound really familiar. There's going to be a lot of grammar that's really familiar. And I think that it makes it easy for English speakers. Studies show that it also makes it easier for people who want to learn another language. So if you want to learn French or Spanish or something like that, learning Esperanto, which could take, under 30 days if you're really, really passionate about it, learning that first can make it so that learning French or Spanish takes you, half the time. It sinks in a little bit better. You get some long-term memories as you're pulling back from other languages that you're working. And, the more you can exercise your brain like that, the better, right? So this cat doesn't know what to do. He's not usually in here while I'm streaming, so he really doesn't know how to handle it. He's like, she's talking a lot, and to nobody. Let me let him out. My water with me. Come on, kitty. Come on, little bird. I was so nervous to start this. Can you tell? All right. So let's get this started. I haven't checked out this overlay before, so I'm really excited to work on that as well. It's fun. All right. So even though I've started this language before, I stopped it about 2 years ago when I got pregnant. And then picked up being a mom and didn't have the brain space to try and do pretty much anything. So the things I remember is that there's a word that sounds like fart. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to that. And I remember pineapple is ananas, and which sparked a lively debate at a recent family vacation. And and that's about it, really. I remember a lot of the words being very similar to Spanish, verde for green or something. So we'll see if that's right or not. First off, I'm going to rate this a 10 out of 10 because I'm definitely going to give Duolingo a 10. That's the whole point in this, right? So we're going to start with intros. And I think that'll make it a little bit easier for those of you who don't speak it anyways. We'll just start this from fresh, and we'll go. So remember, you can hover over words to see what they mean. You can follow along if you'd like at Duolingo.com. Just check the Esperanto, create yourself an account, and it goes pretty easy. They also have a coaching program that'll remind you every day on the app on your phone or on the computer to, jump in and spend 5 minutes and do one lesson. Do it on the toilet. Stop reading shampoo bottles and refreshing Twitter and learn Japanese or something. Or, I think they even have a Klingon mode, which maybe after Esperanto, I could, I could Twitch stream Klingon. What do you guys think? All right, so, ni. Did I say ni?
Ne.
Ne. I was wrong right off the bat. Ne.
Ne.
So, no. I'm correct.
Mi ne
Look, right
estas
off that
vi.
discussion.
Mi ne estas vi.
Mi ne estas vi? I know ni is going to mean I'm not. Wait.
Mi ne estas vi.
Mi ne estas vi. I am not you. Yeah. Vi ne estas Adamo. I assume I am Adam. I am not Adam. That's where the ni gets you. You are not. Oh, V. You? You are not Adam. And I know that. Though I wonder if I had worked Adamo or Adamo, is that technically correct? Because names are names, right?
Mi estas Sofia.
Mi estas Sofia. I am Sofia. I'm not Sofia. But it's a pretty dope name.
Adamo laboras.
Adamo laboras. Looks like labor, right? So I'm going to assume Adam is working or Adam works. Either. It looks like Adam are working. It looks like either are appropriate here. Pardon me 1 second. So we're going to say, I'm not going to say Adam does work. I'm not going to say Adam working. Do, 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 do. I like this little ding. I need to make it my like cell phone noise every time I get a text message. You're correct. I am Adam. Mi estas Adamo. Mi laboras. I am working. Right? Vi laboras would be you are working. Ta-da! Lesson complete. Coffee. All right. Achievement unlocked. Lesson 1. Ooh, look at that. One lesson of practice without getting anything wrong. Saluton. Welcome. It's nice to see you again. I hope you're doing well today. So we'll start the next intro. So it looks like there's 3 lessons here. Mi ne laboras kun Sofia. Without, maybe? With. So I'm not working with Sophia, or like I will not work with Sophia, maybe. Or I don't work with Sophia. Yes.
Mi estas virino.
Mi estas virino. I am a woman. Mi estas virino. Mi ne estas Sophia, though. I am woman. I am a woman.
Adamo estas viro.
Viro, male. Adam is a man. But see, here now we have Adamo and not Adam. So Adam is a man or the man. I wonder if there's going to be a distinction there later. Because they are slightly different in terms. You know, are they? Is he one of many, or is he like the supreme, the sublime? Thank you. I'm glad you like the overlay. It's it's hard to look at just Duolingo, and I know that people are going to have questions and stuff. So we generated this QR code, so people watching can just quickly jump into the Esperanto language. And I'm really excited about that. I'm hoping that this continues past Esperanto, and I can never learn enough languages. So Sophia dormas is sleeping. Sophia is sleeping. She's a mom. She must be.
Vi laboras multe.
She wouldn't be sleeping. Vi laboras multe? Multe?
Vi laboras multe.
Multe. Vi laboras multe. You work... I'm going to assume multe is like a lot? Much? Very, very close to... So looking at this, even if you only speak English, like if you just saw this sentence out of context and you had no idea what language it was, you could probably figure out that it says like somebody is working, I don't know, much or something, so you work a lot, or you work much, I suppose. I guess that's technically correct, yeah? Mark the correct meaning. Sophia is sleeping. Sophia dormas. She's not working. Write this in English. La viro dormas. The man sleeps. Viro? Is sleeping. So, Sen, you've completed this course, right? You've done all of it. Or do you consider yourself fluent? Do you remember it? Do you retain it? Mi venas. I
Mi venas.
am coming. I will put money down that there's a discussion on this. This is what I expected to see. That's what she said. Some things are the same across like all communities. I guess I tagged this as family friendly, didn't I? Mi venas el Usono, United States maybe? US? Usono? I come from the United States. I'm coming from the United States. So, yes?
La viro venas el la oficejo.
Officejo?
La viro venas el la oficejo.
La viro venas a la officejo.
La viro venas el la oficejo.
Officejo. The man is coming to the office? Yeah. The man is coming from the office. Finished the first version, but not the second one. See, no, I got about halfway down the tree in the first version too, when it was back still in beta. So a lot of this is different to me, because it's kind of taught in a slightly different way, but also so much of it was live that it was like, report this is incorrect. You know, like, reports came in a lot more frequently, and the Duo Esperanto learners on Facebook is where a lot of this is contributed from. So, and the community there is really, really great. So if you're interested in continuing on with this language or learning more about it, or you want to practice it, or even just see like what it looks like in, you know, blocks of text and stuff like that, it's a good place to go with questions. And there's some good subreddits and stuff too. I was hoping for more of a Twitter presence, but maybe we'll change that. Okay, so la viro venas el la oficejo.
La viro venas el la oficejo.
Not familiar. I'm not used to J's being like H's. Hey, Fridge, welcome. Oh, I love that emote, man. Mi estas en la oficejo. I am in the office. Oh, look at this. I'm literally in the office. Mi estas en la oficejo. Mi ne loĝas in Australho? I wonder how this. I don't know the pronunciation enough on that. So I'm gonna say I do not lodge. I do not live, but it does look a lot like. It reminds me of lodging. So I do not live in Australia. Also true. Sophia lives in Australia. Sophia Lojas in Australia? Because this would be Australia lives in Sophia, right? And Virino is just totally wrong. So, Lavirna Logras in Usono. The woman lives in the United States. Right, lives, yeah. Woman lives in the United States. So, right now we're using these click-throughs. Shortly here, I'll start using the keyboard once we get a little bit more familiar with it. But so many of these words are honestly still new to me, or new again. So we're gonna kind of cheat our method by giving us the clues. Maybe I think there's testing you can get into that doesn't have those. So. Ta-da! So I've reached level 1 in introducing myself. I can say mi estas en Virino. I am a woman. Mi loĝas in la Usono. I live in the United States. Mi estas Brewhilda. I am Brewhilda. So just, I mean, fuck. it's an easy language. It just is. Well, it is for English speakers. Though I have talked to people who spoke Japanese fluently that was their native tongue, and learned Esperanto before they were able to learn English, because English is a very complicated language. The rules change a lot. There's a lot of I before you is a joke, and there's so many things that just don't click. So learning something like this at least gives you context a little bit. If you speak a language that's like wildly different than English, which if you do, I assume you're not watching this anyways. Oh, absolutely feedback. Give me all the feedback. I'm hoping to get a lot of people in here who maybe are learning and some people who in here who are experts. And, you know, that's what it all is, right? It's building a community and chat. Let's try that again. I missed that.
Nedankinde.
Nendankinde?
Nedankinde.
Nendankinde. You're welcome. J's a Y. So rather than office, it's not necessarily officejo, it's office yeho. Or yo? Office yo?
Saluton, Sofia.
Saluton! That's the one thing I remember. Hello! Hello, Sofia! Saluton!
Kiu estas la virino?
Kiu estas la virino? Now, where? Who? Okay, so who, which, or what? Off its a-ho. That's funny broken down. Off its a-ho. Okay. So I'm saying it more like office yo. Office yo. Office o. Office a-ho. Thank you. So, kiu estas? Kiu estas?
Kiu estas la virino?
Kiu estas la virino? Who is the woman? Right? Who is the woman? I remember thanks here is going to be denkon. Sleep is going to be dorma. Right? Didn't we just went through that with Sophia? She was sleeping.
Ne, dankon.
Ne, denkon. No, but I assume no, but thank you.
Yes, mi estas Sofia.
So,
Yes, mi estas Sofia.
I mean, the J here is just obviously a Y, right? So it is just yes. Yes. Mi estas Sofia. Yes. I am Sophia. Who is the woman? Kiu estas la virino? Multi would be, let's see what we can... Which is the many? Who are the many? Maybe? Common canto... I don't remember what that means, but I want to say it means like student or something. We'll see. I'm sure we're going to get there.
Bonvenon.
Bonvenon! Welcome? Or hello.
Bonvenon.
Yeah. Oh, because hello is saluton. Ta-da!
Bonvenon, komencanto.
Bonvenon comensanto. So that's more like an S.
Bonvenon, komencanto. Bonvenon, komencanto.
Comensanto. Beginner. So not necessarily student, but just somebody who is new to a skill. They may not be actively trying to work it here. Welcome, not hello. Welcome, beginner. Come, my child. Enjoy.
Yes, mi dormas bone.
Yes, mi dormas bon. Yes, I sleep bon. Well, good. Sleep well? Yes. Yes, I am a well sleeper. Oh, I like this. I am well from sleep. Yes, I sleep well. The C is a TS as in bits. So, comensanto. Okay, so not just a direct S, it's a TS. Very interesting.
Bonan tagon kaj bonvenon.
Bonan tagon kai bonan venon?
Bonan tagon kaj bonvenon.
Bonan
tagon kaj bonvenon.
bonan tagon kai bonan venon. So let's see. Bonan tagon, good day, good afternoon. Ooh, yay. Good afternoon. Now we know this means welcome, so good afternoon is kai and?
Bonan tagon kaj bonvenon.
Kai. So, good day and welcome. Not hello. Welcome. Mi diras saluton. I say hello.
Adamo fartas bone.
See, there's one of the fart words.
Adamo fartas bone.
Adamo fartas bon. Adam is doing well, does well. Almost kind of reminds me of like more like Adam fares well. Adam is doing well. Now, of course, I want to see what the discussion looks like in the first fartas. Yeah, boner farts. Expected that. Oh, got a lot of lingots there, huh? Like I said, it's a great community. So Adam farts well in Esperanto. Adamo furzas bone. And not in any other lessons. I'm absolutely gonna... Oh. No, I didn't... I just forgot to verify my email. What an idiot. I did not do that well. So I remember that the one phrase I remember hearing in the Esperanto beta course was "Kiel vi fartas," and I want to say now looking back that means like, "How are you doing?" Maybe, because "kiel" is not the same as "kiu," but I remember "Kiel vi fartas" all the time. It gets like stuck in my head. Yes, I'm a beginner. Yes, mi estas comenzanto. Makes me think of like Monsanto.
Kiel vi fartas?
Ah! Here she is. Kiel vi fartas?
Saluton. Kiel vi fartas?
Hello. How are you? Yes. It's totally a giggle word, man. Hooray! Now these reviews, do they just have these scorecards? I haven't seen the reviews before. Write it in English, mark the correct meanings. Well, so far we haven't gotten anything wrong. Oh, look at that, overachiever. I should get that tattooed. Sharpshooter, again, 5 lessons or practices without getting anything wrong. It does help probably that I've done this before, but it also helps that it just makes sense.
Bonan matenon.
Bonan mantenon. Good day? Good morning? Okay. So before we had bonan tagon, which was like, how are you? And now bonan matenon.
Bonan matenon.
Bonan matenon, which is good morning. So we should probably learning a bonan night. Pordanu? Excuse me? Pordanu. He must have farted us.
Bonan vesperon kaj bonvenon.
Bonan vesperon kai bonvenon. Is vesperon going to be the night now? Have we come to the night? Good evening and welcome. It's how they welcome you to Hotel California.
Gis la revido, Sofia.
Gis la revido, Sofia.
Gis la revido, Sofia.
Gis la revido, Sofia. Let's see. Okay, see you later. Goodbye. Farty is fair. I like to try and think of words that like the I don't know. You know, the easier you can make that connection in your head, it's almost like having a mnemonic device, but it's not the same. It's easier to recognize, and your brain almost doesn't have to do as much work when it can look at a word and be like, oh, I know that looks like that in English. Context. So Gisla Revido Sofia was see you later. You later, Sophia.
Gratulon, Sofia.
Gratulon. Congratulations. Mm-hmm.
Gratulon, Sofia.
Forgot Sophia. Well, there goes the streak. There goes the entire streak. No more sharpshooters for me. Mark the correct meaning. Congratulations. Thanks. Gratulon denkon? Bonan nekon, Bonan nokton, Sophia? Good night, Sophia?
Gratulon, Sofia.
Gratulon, Sophia. Congratulations, Sophia. We'll remember her name this time. Level 1 common phrases. Congratulations, everyone. So we've done through intros, phrases. Weather seems to be next. Looks like we're only about a quarter of the way through a stream, so or a quarter of the way through the stream, which should be running until about noon, barring the baby screaming and needing me sooner. But I mean, that just goes to show you how much you can learn in a language in a short amount of time, especially when you're looking at these really very basic things. So introductions, phrases, times, days of the week, things like that, stuff that you use every day. Even if you don't go farther in a language, it behooves you to do at least those things because you're still stretching your brain. You're still making it easier to recognize things. Like he said over here, if you know any French, there's a lot of Esperanto words that Zamenhof pulled from French. A lot comes from Italian, right, and Spanish and English. Well, I guess not really like English because it's changed a bit since his day in 1800s. But even if you only learn a couple of things in every language, if you just do these, get to this first tree, pick another language, do another tree, pick another language, do another tree, it'll make a marketable difference how much better you hear when you're out in the world, how much you hear people talk, and it's cool. So this says now, intro says 0 out of 3 lessons. But why? We did these, right? I wonder if we have to go back and do it.
La vetero estas bona.
La vetero estas bona. The weather is good. So now we've gone from bon to bona. The weather is good.
Neĝas.
Neĝas. It snows. It is snowing. Wow, that's really interesting that there's just like one word for it. You could just be like, snowing. Can you imagine how much easier it would be in English if you could just you'd be like, rain. That's all you had to say. You didn't have to be like, oh, look at the rain outside. Pluvas and usono. It rains. Pluvas. Pluvas and usono. It rains. It is raining in the United States, which is probably true where I live. Each section has levels, with 5 being the final gold level. So I would go through the tree, so now I have level 1, and then I would go back to do it again to level 2, and again to level 3, and then 4, and then 5. And then once you have 5, does it no longer... Duolingo has a thing where as you don't use it, the words kind of backtrack, and the other way, I guess, for you guys, it backtracks a little bit. So if you miss a couple of days, you might have to go back and refresh on something. And so if you final gold the level, does it still continue to degrade over time? Is this going to be Chu or Sue? Vilojas in Australia. Do you live in Australia, maybe? Yes. I do not. A lot of Australia here. La vetero estas varma. Hot or warm? Varma. Varma is warma. So the weather is warm. The weather's hot in Australia. Is it raining? Ku pluvas? Ne neĝas en Australio. Austrejo? I gotta hear that word again. Ne neĝas en Austrejo. So it does not snow in Australia. It is not. It is not snowing in Australia. Go through, finish the whole tree, each section at level 1, or take your time and guild each stage before moving on. Once gold, they stay gold. Okay, so that's actually pretty cool. You have the option of being like, yeah, I get this lesson. I don't want to see it again. I don't want to have to do it again. You just have to kind of jam through it pretty hard. It's really cool.
Adamo, la suno brilas kaj vi dormas.
Adamo la suna brihas?
Adamo, la suno brilas kaj vi dormas.
Brilas kai vi dormas. So I know Adam, probably the sun, and you're sleeping. Maybe the sun is up. The sun is shining. It's brilliant, right? It is shining. Adam, the sun is shining, and you are sleeping. Mi laboras en malbona oficejo. Mi laboras en malbona oficejo. I work in a bad office. Work in a bad office. Hi there. Hi, Ken. Welcome. Or, bona tenkan? Saluton. I guess I should start actually using it, right? If I'm gonna learn it, I'll be like pointing at my house and being like, it rains, and I'll be like, blue vas. Ĉu vi estas en la oficejo hodiaŭ? Today? Are you in the office today? It almost looks like today, right? Today, hodiaŭ. Adam and Sophia spend a lot of time sleeping. They sure do. I do remember. I remember. There's a whole subreddit for shit Duolingo says, and it's literally our shit Duolingo says, just because there's so many of these sentences that just get weird. They'll be like, a duck is not a pineapple because the words are similar, and it's good fun. Neĝas kaj la vetero estas malvarma. So Valma is warm, and it seems like mal is not, so cold. So neĝas is a snow, right? So it snows, and the weather is cold, or the weather is not warm. It is snowing, and the weather is cold. So not necessarily not warm, just cold.
Estas malvarma tago.
Estas malvarma tago. Now, this must be today or day, because bonan tagon is good day. So tago is day.
Estas malvarma tago.
Tago. So it is. Because even though this estas is just is, when there's no subject there, it's just inferred, right? Estas malvarma tago. It is cold. It is a cold day. Or maybe it is cold today? No. Maybe today is different. Are you in the office today? Or tulip. It's now this C with the little guy above it. Is that pronounced like is that there was a CX, right? to make that ch noise, if I remember correctly. Are you in the office today? Are you, V, in la office today, right? Oh, or this one. I think it's going to be the second one. Yes. The weather is bad. La vetero estas malbona? Yay! Thank you for following, B Nanny. Welcome to the stream. Oh! What just happened? Sorry, Nightbot really went after you, didn't he? I wonder if I can. That's gonna. That's definitely gonna cause some problems, won't it? See if I can fit him real quick, because if it's gonna count Esperanto letters as commands, we're sure gonna have a hard time, aren't we? Spam protection. Here we go. Symbols. I'm like, I'm gonna build a chat and people are gonna be able to speak Esperanto, and Nightbot is like, no, you will not. All right, let's disable that, and this, and this, and this. Okay. Thank you for letting me guinea pig you a little bit. Loving the Duolingo stream. This is very nerve-wracking for me. It's hard to feel very vulnerable learning a language I don't speak online. I actually had to turn off the mic monitoring so I can't hear myself talk anymore because I was getting too nervous. I can feel my face getting hot. Nightbot, you jerk. CX is so CXU is chew. All right. So C with the little caret above it is a chew. But if you don't have an Esperanto keyboard and you're not doing, you don't have the ability to do the carets, you just put the X in its place, correct? Like the X designates that there would normally be a caret in the letter in front of it. Pluvas en la matino. It rains in the morning. Right? It is raining in the morning. It rains in the morning.
La vetero estas tre varma hodiaŭ.
Vetero estas tre varma. And then I want to hear him say this.
La vetero estas tre varma hodiaŭ. La vetero estas tre varma hodiaŭ.
Hodiaŭ.
La vetero estas tre varma hodiaŭ.
La vetero estas tre varma hodiaŭ. Oh, I butchered that real bad. The weather is very warm, very hot today. It's not. It's really not. Mi laboras en urbo, in a city, so urban, right? I labor in urban. I am working in a city or the city. I think N is still A and not necessarily like the. Ni pluvas en la domo. It does not rain in house. Does not rain in my house. It better not rain at my house. C caret is CH. Okay. And okay. Thank you. I know we're gonna get into it later in, but I really want to make sure I'm not butchering the pronunciation of this word the entire time. So this is chu. Chu vi venas, and chu vi venas el usono al estrelo. Do you live, right, venas? Oh, do you come? Oh. Do you live would be chu vi lojas in el usono o estrelo? So this is, do you come, are you coming from, out of? Okay, do you come from the United States or Australia? Do you come from the United States or Australia? Okay, that's what we just did, right? Chu vi venas el usono au Australia. Chu vi lojas en bona chambro? Do you live in a good room? Right? You live in a good room. I really wish this was touchscreen. If you're doing this on the Android or Apple apps or anything else, it's so much easier to. Once you go touchscreen, you just never go back. My laptop is a touchscreen, and every time I'm on here, I'm like, yee. Chu vi lojas en bona chambro. If you search YouTube for John Wells Esperanto, I've actually listened to the John Wells Esperanto when I was learning it a while ago. I used to listen to it on the bus because I was too nervous to do Duolingo on the bus because I didn't want to be listening to it and just like muttering in this language that nobody knows. I thought I would look like a crazy person, and so I would just listen to pronunciation on the way downtown.
Ili laboras en cafejo.
Ili laboras en cafejo. Ili. Let's see. We've already done me. We've done you. This is maybe they. Them. They or them. They work in cafejo. In a cafe. This is very appropriate considering the background noise of the cafe. Chu vi ambao dormas? Are both of them asleep? Do they both sleep? Oh no, V. Are you both sleeping? Because it's not, are they both sleeping?
Viro kai virino dancas.
Viro kai virino dancas. So it's got to be dances, right? So the man and the woman dance. A man and a woman dance. Talking to yourself in Esperanto, yeah, that'll get you some strange looks, especially because like people understand, even if you don't speak Spanish, if you're out and about and you hear it, you're like, oh, these people are speaking Spanish. But Esperanto is one of those that like even if you speak Spanish and French and English and Italian and I don't know Romanian and all of these other things, you're just like that language is close enough to everything I've ever heard and I speak, but it's not exactly the same. So. I absolutely recommend it for sending text messages to your spouse that your children can't read, or sending letters in class that your teacher can't read. And I actually saw somebody on the language learning subreddit said that they write their grocery shopping list in the language they're trying to learn because it forces them to, you have to recall and you have to remember because otherwise you're not going to... You're not going to get what you want. Ni estas Adamo kai Sofia. We are Adam and Sophia. Adam and Sophia kai vi dormas. And you're sleeping. So, ni ne. Oh. Rencontigaius? Hodayo? Oh, we're getting into it. Okay. This is we don't meet today. It just looks like reckoning to me. We do not meet today. They dance with me. So that's not going to be this one. Ili dances kun me, right? Kun is with. Because that would be N is A. Like that says they dance a me, right? Vi ambao venas el astrejo. Ambao. You both are coming from Australia? Or you both come from Australia? Ah, almost forgot it. Both come from Australia. That's what gets me. It'll always be one word that I leave out. We are meeting in a cafe today. Mi estas... No. Ni estas... Now, see, this second one looks like it could be, like, if it was just condensed. Like, could you say... So is the first one like we are meeting, and the second one would be like we meet in a cafe? Mi estas rencontre. Really? That was a gut impulse. I think that's gonna be something that I'm gonna have to go back to and maintain your streak for 7 more days. Will double your lingot wager. So lingots are something that you earn as you continue through these, and you can spend them on as you do your daily streaks. You like say Tuesday I'm busy. I can spend some lingots not to lose my streak and continue getting them, or I can choose not to. But I think we're going to be doing these language streams every Sunday. From 10 a.m. to noon Pacific Standard Time. So I don't want to wager anything if I'm not going to be here for another week. I'm not wagering all of this. I'm not throwing my money around. Australejo. I keep wanting to say it like I guess I'm saying Australio. 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 Okay, there we go. Australio. Le patroi dansas kun la patrino. The fathers dance with the mothers. So babies are born. Mama's dancing with the papas. La knabo dances kun la knabino. Maybe the boy dances with the girl. Yes. Is dancing with the girl, not girls. Ili estas knaboj ni viroj. They are boys, not men. So we know that knabo is boy. It seems like J at the end just designates, it's essentially like an S in English. It just means more of them. So they are boys, not men.
Ili estas virinoj.
Ili estas virinoj.
Ili estas virinoj.
So this J at the end still acts as a Y. Ili estas virinoj. They are women. So we would say, if they were girls, not women, we would say ili estas knabinoj. Knabinoj. Yes, not girls.
La knabinoj renkontiĝas en la kafejo.
So the girls meet in the cafe, right? La knabioj.
La knabinoj renkontiĝas en la kafejo. La knabinoj renkontiĝas en la kafejo.
Knab-
La knabinoj renkontiĝas en la kafejo.
knabinoj.
La knabinoj renkontiĝas en la kafejo.
Renkontiĝas en la cafejo. Renkontiĝas. Okay. So the G is just a J noise. It's actually the G with the caret is almost like more like a J noise. Renkontiĝas. Or return.
La knabinoj renkontiĝas en la kafejo.
Renkontiĝas. Yeah. I'm actually writing some of this down. So C with the caret, and then we have a G with a caret. Then we also have J is pronounced like a Y. Thank you for streaming. It was really nice to have you, and thank you for lending your expert opinion in a lot of this. It makes it a lot easier to learn these things, to actively have people to share it with, and I'm excited to build this community as we go forward. But thanks for coming by. Enjoy your lunch. Eat something delicious. The girls meet in the cafe. Like, starting myself a little cheat sheet here of pronunciation. They are women. Ili estas virinoj?
Bonvenon, patro.
Bonvenon, patro. Good day? No. Bonan tagan would be good day. Bonan venon is welcome. Which is almost like the French, what was that? Not bonjour, because that's just like hello, but there's oh man, I totally forgot that word. Oh, I forgot father. I knew it as soon as I clicked it.
Patrino? Ĉu vi estas patrino?
Ĉu vi estas patrino? Who is your father, maybe? Who is your mother? Oh, I know, mother. Or is this, are you a mother? Are you a mother? Ĉu vi estas patrino?
Bonvenon, patro.
Bonvenon, patro. Welcome, father. Welcome, Darth. Darth father. Pardon me, I'm gonna sneeze.
La tagoj estas tre belaj.
La tagoj estas tre
La tagoj estas tre belaj.
belaj.
La tagoj estas tre belaj.
La tagoj estas tre belaj. The days, maybe, are very beautiful. Okay, so bon or bona is going to be good, but bella is going to be beautiful, which is pretty, I mean, that's pretty indicative of a lot of Latin language anyways. Bella is beautiful, and you know what, Italian and so many other things. So the days are very beautiful. I clicked the wrong one. That was me getting click happy. Bonantagon knaboj. So this bonantagon is good day. Knaboj is boys. Good day, boys. Oh, boys. La homoj renkontiĝas. La homoj renkontiĝas. The people meet. Continue. Ĉu vi estas la gepatroj? Is that going to be a j? It doesn't have the caret, so I think that's going to be a G sound. Gepatroj? Ĉu vi estas la gepatroj? Are you parents? Are you the parents? La, are you the parents? So, la parents, or la gepatroi, the parents. ENG patroi, a parents, right? La tago estas bella kai varma. The days are beautiful and warm. So the days are, yes. The day, singular, is beautiful and warm. Malvarma would be cold. They are the parents. Ili estas la gepatroi.
Mi estas homo.
Mi estas homo.
Mi estas
I
homo.
am a person. Yes. I am person. Ah. I did give myself kind of like savage language there.
La tagoj estas bonaj.
La taga estas bonaj. Hi there. Hi there, where? Oh my gosh. I think you've made it a little bit farther into the Esperanto than I have. Let's see. I don't something. Something, and you're learning Esperanto with your something? I'm picking up some of the words. I'm getting there. It's been a while. This is only the first lesson. The first day. We're only an hour in. I'll have to put this up on YouTube so that I can rewatch them and go back through these early courses again. La tagoj estas bonoj? Bonaj?
La tagoj estas bonaj.
Bonaj.
La tagoj estas bonaj.
Bonoj. The days are good. So it looks like if the days are the good must also be plural. So you couldn't say like la tagoj estas bona. It needs to be la tagoj estas bonaj. You stopped learning yourself? No kidding. Were you trying to learn? Were you going to do some Esperanto speedruns? I actually have I own a copy of Zelda 2 in Esperanto that I was thinking once I finish this course, I would probably maybe do some Let's Plays in Esperanto. Exactly 1 year ago. Wow. I did it. I would say I was probably doing it about a year before that. But took such a long break, and I was doing it on Duolingo, Learn and Memorize simultaneously, and stopped. But when I picked up Twitch streaming, there's just so many times that I was like, I don't necessarily just want to play a video game today, and I was like, I need to stretch my brain as a stay-at-home mom, and so learning language was always something that I wanted to do. La tagoj estas bonaj. Days are good. The days are good.
La tagoj estas tre belaj.
I did do Esperanto a couple years ago. I made it back when Esperanto was in the Duolingo beta courses, and they were still kind of getting through it. I did it, but I had a hard time because a lot of it was being reported, and there were a lot of rules and a lot of really great discussions about like how the discussion was evolving and stuff. But it was hard, and then I just didn't keep up on it, so I had to start again. The days are very beautiful, right? The days are very beautiful. Should probably switch it. Maybe after this lesson, we might switch to keyboard. Getting good here. Want to see if I can type in Esperanto. Ĉu vi estas la geopatroj? Are you the parents, right? La patroj. Are you the parents? Not necessarily like, are you just generically parents?
Mi estas homo.
Mi estas homo. I am a person. Pretty common there. The last ones at the bottom of the tree. I didn't make it quite that far. All right, another lesson complete. still got about 50 minutes or so. Last parts of the branch, yeah. I used to see a lot more, maybe they're going to be farther down the tree, but I do remember in the beta hearing a lot more where they would just, they'd give you an audio file to listen to, and then you had to type out the answers. And I thought those were really useful, and haven't seen any of those just yet. So J here, right? J is always pronounced like a Y, so this is just yen. Yen ambao geopetroi. Here are both parents. Oh, I'm glad they updated it. I actually reached out to the Duolingo team recently because you can see on my overlay here, I'm actually doing this in the browser because the Windows 10 app won't load any Esperanto courses. And so I've reported it a couple of times, but I haven't heard back from them yet. Estas tri?
Estas tri homoj en la domo.
Estas tri homoj en la domo. So is this 3? So there are 3 people in the house. Perfect. Bon. Unu el ila estas virino. 1. Okay. 1 or an. So one of them is a woman. Estas kvar homo en la cafejo. Kvar. Okay, so it says people in the cafe. Kvar, 4. Okay, that should be easy. It's kind of like port, right? There's 4 letters. So there are 4 people in la cafejo. I could actually, I could probably deal with more than one lesson on adverbs. The difference between adverbs and adverbs, especially in other languages. I feel like that's an area that gets kind of muddled. And there's so many. I mean, you can talk to so many English speakers that just don't know what the difference, how to use them. Estas du la tu. Estas du virinoj en la afetzejo. Estas du virino en les afetzejo. So there are 2 women in the office. Now it doesn't need to be afetzejo because it's 2 women in one office, not 2 offices. There are 2 women in the office again. Estas du virinoj en la afetzejo. Here are parents with a boy. Yen is here, right? Yen geopetroi. Here are parents. Kun knabo with a boy.
Unu kaj du estas 3.
Unu kaj du estas 3. This would be 1 and 2 is 3. Unu kaj du estas 3. Tree fitty. All right. We've gone pretty far. So we've been doing this feasibly about an hour, a little bit more than that, and we've gone through introductions, right? So we've learned how to say mi estas, I am Adamo, I am Adam. Mi estas Brewhilda. I can say mi loĝas en Usono, I live in the United States. Mi venas, I come. Oh, now I can't remember from. Okay, well, we'll get back there. So then we did some basic phrases and some weather, right? Varma's warm, Malvarma, cold. Beautiful days are bella. Good days are bon. Some plurals. Plurals, I think, are really interesting in Esperanto because it's like, okay, just slap a letter at the end of the word and now it's plural, which is very Englishy. Let's get into everyday.
La parkoj estas grandaj.
La parkoj estas grandoj. Is this really just going to be a park? The parks are grand. You think large, maybe? The parks are big.
La parkoj estas grandaj.
La parkoj estas grandoj. The parks are big. And since we're talking about multiple parks being big, big is also plural here.
Estas hundo en la parko.
Estas hundo en la parco. It is, there's a dog in the park. Ah, hundos, hounds. Okay. There's a hound in the park. A dog in the park. Estas hundo en la parco.
Li estas viro.
Li estas viro. He is a man.
Kiu estas ŝi?
Kiu estas ŝi. So again, we have a letter here, just like the C from before and the G from earlier. That S, and we're going to have our little caret on top, is an SH noise, right? So actually, looking back at it, the G caret is less of a J noise and actually more of just a GH. So I wonder if that's more like G. No, that's still a G. That's where language gets into these really, because if you're not, that's where pronunciation gets really hard, because if you can't pick, if you're thinking you're only hearing one noise and you're supposed to be hearing a different noise, that totally changes what word you think you're listening to, and that changes your context completely. Especially when you have multiple people talking to you or really fast. If you've ever heard Esperanto speakers just like normally talk, it's like, hold on, wait. All these words run together. So let's start here. Kiu estas ŝi? Is that she is literally just going to be she, right? So who is she? She estas Brewhilda.
Kiel bone vi ludas?
Kiel bone vi ludas. How well do you play well? Maybe like a musical instrument? Or how well do you play? Like, how well do you play the piano? Kiel bone vi ludas. The language is very insanely easy to learn at the beginning, but it does get hard, especially when you get into the adverbs, but you get into the differences between like a versus the and like they versus those, and it gets into some pretty crazy stuff, yeah. But it never becomes too hard, and I feel like it's still easier than any other language. And you make so much progress at first that it's easy to like keep that momentum going, but it's also very easy to fatigue out of it. So if you like 2 hours of language learning a day is actually quite a bit. It would be easier and probably fundamentally better to do 15 minutes to 30 minutes a day versus like 2 hours a week. But I'll have to keep up during the week just to try and keep it fresh. But if you fatigue yourself out, you learn too much. It's like sitting around on the couch all day and then trying to be a swimmer. Like you've got to exercise those brain muscles and you need to make those neuron connectors. He is not doing well. Oh, that's not good. Li ne fartas bon. He's not farting well. He's not faring well. La kafo estas varmo. The coffee is warm, right? Or is hot, rather. So this is where, like, I'd like to get into the difference between hot and warm. Should hot just be like tre varma?
Ĉu la kafejo estas tre granda?
Ĉu la kafeo estas tre granda? Is the cafe very big? Right? Is the cafe very big? Ĉu la kafejo estas tre granda? Yay! Killing it today. Doing pretty well in this everyday lesson, yeah? La laka bibo dormas. The tired baby sleeps. I wish it was that easy. I can tell you that's literally why this stream is going to end, is to put the baby to sleep. The tired baby is sleeping. Almost didn't do that right.
Mi estas feliĉa, ĉar mi ne laboras hodiaŭ.
Woo! Let's get in a long sentence. Mi estas felicia? No.
Mi estas feliĉa, ĉar mi ne
Feliĉa.
laboras hodiaŭ.
Mi estas felicia, ĉar mi ne laboras hodiaŭ? I
Mi
can never.
estas feliĉa, ĉar mi ne laboras hodiaŭ.
Hodiaŭ. C is always pronounced as TS. But C caret is CH. C equals TS. my cheat sheet is getting, like, my post-it note is getting just progressively more and more full. I think maybe after the introduction course, the next overlay might have some. Maybe we'll put a cheat sheet up of pronunciation, since I assume we're probably gonna have a lot of the same people. So okay, mi estas felice, ĉar mi ne laboras. Hold down. Oh, sorry. Don't touch the mic.
Mi estas feliĉa, ĉar mi ne laboras hodiaŭ.
Ooh.
Mi estas feliĉa, ĉar mi ne laboras hodiaŭ.
Hodiaŭ. Hodiaŭ. So this AU is almost more like an ow. J is like Y, yeah. So this is I am happy. Ba Felicia. I'm happy. Char, because I am not working today. Or I do not work today. I'm happy because I do not work today. Mi estas feliĉa, ĉar mi ne laboras hodiaŭ. 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 Hodiaŭ.
Bonan tagon al vi, knabinoj.
Bonan tagon al vi, knabinoj.
Bonan tagon al vi, knabinoj.
See, if you listen carefully, it almost sounds like he's saying al vi
Bonan tagon al vi, knabinoj.
al vi knabinoj. Like, it's just the way that he influxes it sounds like it's almost all one word here. And so
Bonan tagon al vi, knabinoj.
al vi knabinoj. Knabinoj.
Bonan tagon al vi, knabinoj.
Knabinoj. So this is good day, right? To you. Good day to you, girls. Bonan tagon al vi knabinoj. Al vi knabinoj.
La virino laboras rapide.
La virino laboras rapide.
La virino laboras rapide.
La virino laboras rapide. The woman works, or is working, quickly. The U is a diphthong. Thank you. That's the. I knew there was a word for. I'm so terrible about I know there's there's icroos and there's so many of these. We don't really use them in English. There really aren't too many of the modifiers. Oh, just poured water all over my face. That's good. Ni iras a la parko.
Ni iras al la parko.
We are going to the park. Ni iras a la parko. We go to the park. Where does Varma? A happy woman is a good woman. Happy. Felice virino estas bona virino, right? Because Felice virino, that would be like happy woman, the good woman. Whereas this is happy woman is good woman. Sofia kai Adamo estas feliz. So that would be felicoi. Felice. Yeah, because that would be like a Y at the end, right? So that'd be like CHAY. Che. Felice? Ooh, Felice maybe? Felice? Sophia and Adam are happy. And since there are multiple people who are happy, happy is plural as well. La hundoj dormas char ili estas lakai? What is that? Tired. The dog sleeps because, char, they are tired. The dogs. So the dogs are sleeping because they are tired. La hundoj dormas char ili estas lakai. I feel like I'm just butchering this. Since I turned off listening to myself because I couldn't do it. I'm like now I'm like super worried about my pronunciation. La malgranda virino ludas malrapide, which is, honestly, sidebar, that's another great thing about Esperanto is like there aren't any native speakers, right? It's designed to be a secondary language. So you already speak whatever your home language is or are, and then you supplement this. And when you supplement things, it's, yeah. Sophia and Adam are Zamenhof's children. Labor camps during World War II, man. So Zamenhof, the whole point was to create this universal secondary language that nobody else speaks. So it's not intimidating to pick up. You should be less worried about your pronunciation and things like that because there's not native speakers to, tell you you're doing it wrong. Dialects are, I think, seemingly largely based on just what your accent sounds like. But there was a story about a Scottish guy and a guy from Texas. And although they both spoke English, they had such heavy accents, and they speak with so many idioms in both of those languages. Like that dog ain't gonna hunt. That kind of meaning can be difficult to translate. That it was actually easier for them to talk in Esperanto than it was for them to speak in English because they just couldn't understand each other. And typically slower speeches in Texas where you have like really fast speech in Scotland. Man, fucking labor camps. What a world do we live in? See? International languages foster international peace. La malgranda virino ludas malrapide. So small, right? Not big or little. The little woman plays slowly, or the small woman plays slowly. Maybe like a violin.
La kato estas feliĉa, ĉar ĝi ludas en la oficejo.
So like this is almost like GHE, G. La kato estas feliĉa, ĉar ĝi ludas en la oficejo.
La kato estas feliĉa, ĉar ĝi ludas en la oficejo.
I need to give myself more time to pause where there would naturally be commas or pause breaks. I think a lot of my pronunciation gets messed up by trying to go too fast. So la kato, the cat, right? La kato estas feliĉa, ĉar ĝi ludas en la oficejo. The cat, The cat is happy because, or since, it, G is it, because it is playing in the office, which is incorrect because I had to kick mine out at the beginning of the stream. Malvarma nocto. So that would be a cold night, maybe? Nocto? Nocturne? Malvarma, not warm. Cold night. Or a cold night.
La viro estas malbela.
La viro estas malbela. The man is not pretty. Or is ugly, honestly. I guess I really need to think of mal, the modifier, is not just, it's more like opposite of this word, not so much not this word. So it's not beautiful, ugly. It's not big, it's small.
Ĉu vi estas malfeliĉa?
Ĉu vi estas malfeliĉa? Are you unhappy? Are you sad? Ĉu vi estas malfeliĉa? Are you sad? The baby is little. La bibo estas malgranda. See, I'm used to thinking of
Knabinoj estas belaj.
traditionally mal has been like Spanish where it's like bad. So I'm like looking at this and I'm like bad grand and I'm like, okay, well that's not, well, to be bad at being grand is to be small, right? So that's kind of the opposite. But yeah, literally opposite, not so much, not big, but small. La malgrandaj knabinoj estas beloj.
La malgrandaj knabinoj estas belaj.
Belai. The small girls are pretty. Right? Small. The little girls are beautiful. Close. The small girls are pretty, the little girls are beautiful. Close. Malgrandaj katoj estas belaj. Small cats are beautiful. I have two 20-pound cats, so I also like large cats. Banana, banana. All right. Thank you, everybody. We're now level 1 in everyday life. And we're getting really close to finishing this this tier here. We have about a half hour left. And so I think we can get through accusative and possessive, which is going to be really interesting. And that's going to be, those are heavy modifiers of words. You know what I mean? Like, so we've gotten through these things and we're learning these phrases and words are starting to come naturally and they cling together pretty easily. But then we're going to start getting into like, this is the boy's dog versus like, this is a dog. It's going to get good. It's going to get good. I think let's try using the keyboard and see what happens.
Knabo vidas la bebon.
La knabo vidas la benon. La bebon?
La knabo vidas la bebon.
La bebon. The boy sees the baby. Woo! That is delayed.
Li amas virinon.
Li amas virinon. So he loves a woman. So, but if he was to love women, li amas virinoi.
Viro kisas virinon.
Viro kisas virinon.
Viro kisas virinon.
Viro kisses virin. Oh, fuck, I gotta turn this up.
Viro kisas virinon.
Virinon. Boy kisses woman. Yes. Okay, a man kisses a woman, right? So that's accusative right there, right?
Ĉu vi amas min?
My God, that keyboard is so slow. It really doesn't like typing on there. I don't know why. Ĉu vi amas min? Do you love me? Ĉu vi amas min? Do you love me?
Ŝi amas lin kaj min.
She amas lin kaj min. She loves him and me, right? So now we're getting into li as him, li, or he. And so n is now him, and min is me or myself. Is that because she is loving him and me, so because the actions are done to us, or to the subject, there's an N there. She loves him and me. She's polyamorous. Do you see the 4 boys? Ĉu vi vidas la kvar knabinojn? No. Yeah. Knabojn, right?
Ili vidas nin en la kafejo.
Illa vidas nin en la cafejo. They see... Oh, I forgot who and I... They see us in the cafe. They see us in the cafe. See, I can tell that I'm getting to the point where, like, I'm learning a lot of words in a very short amount of time because I'm starting to be like, wait, that... Have I seen that word? That's that fatigue, you know?
Amas ŝin, kaj ŝi kisas lin.
Different brain exercises. Li amas shin, right? SH. Kai she kisas lin. He loves her, SIN. And she kisses him. All right. Well, that worked out well. Oh, he loves her. And she kisses him.
La virino kisas vin.
La virinon kisas vin. The woman kisses the man. The woman kisses him, right? Oh, not him, you, because him would be LIN. The woman kisses you. La virino kisas vin. The woman kisses you.
Viro kisas virinon.
Viro kisas virinon. A man kisses a... Oh, no. A man kisses a woman. Viro kisas virinon. Okay. Doing it.
Ĉu vi trinkas bieron?
Ĉu vi trinkas bieron? Do you drink beer? Oh. Are you Brett Kavanaugh?
Ĉu vi trinkas bieron?
Do you drink beer? Yes, I do.
Ĉu la komencanto havas akvon?
Ĉu la komencanto havas akvon? Water.
Ĉu la komencanto havas akvon?
Ĉu la komencanto?
Ĉu la komencanto havas akvon?
Ĉu la komencanto havas akvon? Okay, cool. I'm game. So, does the beginner have water? Right? This is a beginner. It's very important for the beginner to have water. La lacto estas malbona, so the opposite of good is bad. La lacto, milk. Ugh, the milk is bad. Ugh. Don't drink it. Don't drink it. Ĉu ili vidas la virinon? No. Ĉu ili vidas la viron? Do they see the man? Where do you think you're gonna pick Esperanto back up, or do you think are you kind of done with the language, or do you still kind of pop in and out of it every now and then?
Lakton? kaj ŝi trinkas akvon.
Li trinkas lacton kai ŝi trinkas akvon. He is drinking water, right? We've got the N because he is acting upon the water. And she is drinking water. He drinks milk, and she drinks water. He's drinking the milk, but we know the milk is bad, so I think that's a poor choice. He loves a woman. Li amas verinoi? No, verinon? Yes. Verinon.
Li amas virinon.
Virinon.
Li amas virinon.
He loves a woman. If a female. Mi kisas la viron. I am... No, not a dog. I am kissing the man. I have 3 cats. Mi havas 3 catoin. Would that really be catoin? Mi havas... I kiss my 3 cats. I actually have 2. Mi havas 2 catoin. Flying through it.
Panon en la kafejo.
Ni
Mi
manĝas.
manĝas panon en la kafejo.
Mi manĝas panon en la kafejo. I eat probably. Manĝ. I am eating panon. Fish bread. I'm eating bread in the cafe.
Mi manĝas panon en la kafejo.
Ni manĝas panon en la kafejo. We eat. We. Otherwise it would be me, right? We eat bread in the cafe. Mi manĝas bongustan ĉokoladon. I eat something chocolates. I eat delicious chocolate. So we know bon is good, right? Like, and even like bonantagan is like a good day. So bongustan is delicious. So is malbongustan going to be like terrible or gross? Or like an opposite of delicious? I actually don't speak any other languages, so I've always learned a lot. I've like just perpetually always been in school for things. But I studied I lived abroad. I served abroad when I was in the service, and I fell in love with Japanese. But I only learned enough to like maybe get myself around drunk in a taxi sometimes, and maybe drunk in a taxi all the time. Always take a taxi when you're drunk. And then I studied some Esperanto. I would really like to do ASL next. I think American Sign Language is a very important language, and there's a very interesting culture and community around the deaf culture as well. But unless you have partners or people to learn with, it's very hard. I'm also left-handed, so trying to like learn to do that stuff it's tough. But if these streams continue, past Esperanto, maybe I'll be a polyglot someday. That would be pretty sweet. Mi manĝas bongustan ĉokoladon. I eat delicious chocolates. Or I am eating delicious chocolate.
Ĉu vi ŝatas varman lakton?
Ĉu vi ŝatas varman lakton? Do you ŝatas? Do you like warm milk? Bleh. Like, there's really nothing wrong with more like hot milk, like heated up milk. But when I think of warm milk, I think of it like this is milk that's been sitting on the counter. Ĉu vi ŝatas varman lakton?
Ĉu vi ŝatas varman lakton?
Ĉu vi ŝatas varman lakton? Sofia, ĉu la kuko estas bongusta? Sofia, Sophia does or is the cake delicious? Is the cake delicious? Sofía, tu la cuco estas bon gusta.
Mi amas ilin.
Mi amas ilin. I love them. We've seen this, these modifiers on these words are really interesting. The boy does not like coffee. La knabo ne shatas, right? Because he doesn't like it. If he liked it, he would shatas. He does not like ne shatas coffee, kafon. La knabo ne shatas kafon. Knabo. That KN is really like, that's hard to get over because I'm used to saying like ni. And so I just want to be like nabo, but it's more like a knabo. La viro trinkas malvarmen biron. The man drinks trinkas, right? Malvarmen, cold beer. The man is drinking a cold beer. So it's really interesting to see, in English, we don't really have like words that combine like that. Like the man, this is drinking, not just the man drinks. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
La pano estas bona.
La pano estas bona. The bread is good. Must be non-bread. Ni manjas kukan en la parko. We are eating cake in the park. We are eating a cake in the park. See, way more words here. Like we've got one more accusative here.
Mi havas multajn librojn.
Mi havas multajn. So this is like almost like an iron sound, multajn. Kind of like a maintain, like multajn. Mi havas multajn librojn, right?
Mi havas multajn librojn.
Librojn, kind of like green. It's both perfect and imperative. Or imperfective. Yeah, imperative. It's imperative. Yeah, it's really easy to be like past, future, present. And then, in English, there's so many, even if you're just reading a book, there may be like, the car pulls up, the car pulled up, the car is pulling up, the car is going to pull up, the car was about to pull. It's like just, oh my God. So I have a lot of books, I think, right? This is books, like a library. Multi, that's many. Look how close this looks to English. I have much book. I have much library. I have many books. Ĉu vi legas multajn ĵurnalojn? Well, that's we've got a J caret now. And so that would be like a JH. Would that be a J? Like a journal? Like a journal? So, okay. Do you read many papers? Many newspapers, journals, many newspapers. Okay. Ooh, pictures. Select the word for apple. Pomo. I know that from apples are actually, or tomatoes that are native to North America used to be called love apples. Mi havas tri letterojn. Letterojn. I have 3 letters. And because I have those letters, there's an N here. La viro amas belain vir bel. I'm gonna have to hear that. Belain virinoin. La viro amas belinoi virinoin. Ugh. The man, right? He loves beautiful women. I'm glad he doesn't love beautiful girls. That would have gone. That would have been a shit Duolingo says. Ĉu vi havas monon?
Ĉu vi havas monon?
Ĉu vi havas monon? Do you have money? No. Saluton! Welcome to the stream, Reg. It sounds like you've got some Esperanto experience already, eh? Select the word for newspaper, journalo. Mi ŝatas la pomon. Mi ŝatas la pomon. I like apples, right? I like the apple. Because if this was apples, this would be JN.
La pomoj estas bonaj.
La pomoj estas bonoj. The apples, plural, are good. Oh, you found me on Twitter? Oh, thanks. I'm trying to get more, I definitely need to get more Esperanto involvement on Twitter. I have a lot of veterans and video games and stuff like that, which are, it's a lot of what I do on stream, but I need to build more language culture. Yay! Okay, so I think we're going to try and get through possessive, and we'll hit this first tree, and that's actually a pretty amazing first stream for introduction. I'm pretty excited. I've wanted to do this a long time. I've been very passionate about Esperanto and language for a while, and I was so nervous I almost canceled this morning. Li estas in... Now that should be Shia, like a Shia pet.
Li estas en ŝia hejmo.
Man, that sounds like one word.
Li estas en ŝia hejmo.
La estas en ŝia hejmo? Hejmo.
Li estas en ŝia hejmo.
He is in... Now, this is maybe her. He is in her home. So Shia, now that we have the A at the end, this is a more possessive, right? He is in her home.
Yes, mia nomo estas Adamo.
Yes, mia nomo estas Adamo. Yes, my name, mia nomo, is Adam. Mia patro estas lia instruisto. So, my father is LIA, his instruisto, instructor, teacher. My father is his teacher. Very cool.
Mi estas via patro.
Mi estas via patro. Mi estas via patro. I am VIA. There. I'm your father. Oh, you know what's coming here, right? Luke. Let's just check out the discussion because you know it's going to be on here. Luke, mi estas via patro. I knew it. In Esperanto land, would he be Dartha Patro and we're all green? Hilarious. Some of these discussions are really great. I remember them being pretty off the heezy when I was doing the beta days. Okay. How the hell do I say that? Lahai? That sounds like Hebrew. Lahai hundoi estas tre grandoi? His dogs, right? Thank you for the follow. I'll be on next Sunday doing the next lesson in this. If you wanna continue along, hang out with some Esperanto chatters. It's nice to have people who speak the language in here to correct and talk about what's going on. It's fun culture. I love the people who speak Esperanto. The dogs are tre grandai, very big. His dog is very big. Is his name Adam? Ĉu lia nomo estas Adamo, right? Because Tago is not right. There's nothing about very. Adamo kai Sofia estas miai geopatroi. Adam and Sophia are my parents. Shiai? I've got a Shiai. Okay, let's see. Yes, me parolas espiriton. Ooh, FLUE. We haven't seen that one yet. Are you saying yes, I speak Esperanto fluently? Would you be saying mia? I'm going to see if I can pronounce these words that you're saying without on here. Mia fratro ankaŭ parolas Esperanton, ni speakas vin. So that would be my brother also speaks Esperanto. Ni spekas vin. Are you saying that he doesn't speak to you? Oh, we were watching you. Ah, that was close. I wasn't close. Spectas. I was like, okay. Oh, spectate. Okay, that makes sense, right? Spectate. Oh, I hear a baby. I think he's about ready to go to bed. So I think we're gonna finish up this lesson. We'll hit noon, and then I'll probably have to sign off and put a baby down for a nap. But we'll get through this first. Now there's more people. There's too many people watching. Now that I'm hitting words I can't pronounce and they're not giving me the, so SHAIY. So like Shay almost. Geopatroi lojas en Usono. So her parents live in the United States. Ni lojas en Brazilo. No way, that's far. This is a very fun thing about having an Esperanto stream is that people are going to be from all over the world, and I'm so used to having primarily people in America and the UK. It'll be awesome. Chu vi I gotta get on that. Geopatroi, right? Vi lojas in Australiho. Do your parents live in Australia? No, they don't. Okay, so I think that's hitting our 2 hour on this stream. We've gotten through introductions, phrases, weather, plurals, everyday accusative, and a lot of through possessive, which is quite a bit farther than I thought I was going to take it. I thought we'd only get about halfway through the tree, but I think next week we'll hit through some of these again. Maybe we'll level these all up to level 2. We'll get through possessive, and I really want to get started on this part. Languages, primarily talking about other languages. So, do you speak English? Do you speak French? Do you speak Spanish? And I want to. I think that'll be a really interesting discussion to see what languages people speak and if anybody is able to speak it in the chat as we're learning it. But thank you all for watching and helping me feel a little bit less nervous about learning something that I don't speak natively publicly and live in front of the internet. But follow me on Twitch and follow me on Twitter for live updates for when I'll be up next. But follow me definitely next Sunday, 10 a.m. to noon Pacific Standard Time, to get some more Esperanto in. And I'll try to upload these on YouTube so that we can go back and reference them as well. But oh my God, look. Man. Since 20, you've been, so it says that you began learning so, right, because Comensanto is beginner. I know Learnu is learning, so you began learning Esperanto in 2010. That's very cool. I started learning Esperanto in 2015, and through a little bit of 2016, and then I had a baby last year, and then everything fell off. So trying to pick it back up again. And you know how language is, if you don't use it, it's gone. So even if you only use a little bit, even if you only write your shopping list in another language, even if you only speak it to the pets or something, make sure that you continue to use these words. And I encourage you to download Duolingo and do it on your phone. Keep these fresh. And thank you again for everybody for joining me. I'm really excited that today was a good time, and that I got to meet all of you. And thank you to everybody who followed. I'm just so excited. See you next week. Thank you.